It's a dog-eat-dog world, and I'm wearing milk-bound underwear. How's that?
TMI. TMI. Oh, excitement. I'm having a little excitement right now. For a little while.
All right, looks like a couple of all y'all keyed up at the same time. So, KJ5 ITK, give it a shot, then hand it over to Chuck, if you would, please. Or not. Go ahead, Chuck.
All right, W4AZ. I assume there's a net tonight.
Well, I'm sure you know what they say about assuming things, but yes, there is.
All right. Big thing here is I was at my ALF on Friday morning. It's time for your shower, and I said okay. So, and assisted showers. Anyways, on my way out, I was reasonably dried off, but coming out, my right knee buckled, and I went down. It was straight down. The outcome was I got a trip to the hospital. Found out that I have what they call a green stick fracture of the right fibula. Yeah, the little one. Fibula. Fibula knot. Anyways, they put a splint on it and sent me home. And I didn't set too well with this. There was nothing talking about. Hang on. And I thought that's pretty serious. So I might have to, might have to have some rehab. Some of the girls at the ALF thought I was, just put some weight on it. So I was hesitant to transferring between devices anyways, they took me back into the hospital and admitted me. Now we're looking into rehab places. Over.
Well, sorry to hear about that, Chuck. And have fun with the physical terrorists. I developed quite an interesting relationship with mine. And feel better soon.
Yeah. They've got me, if I try to move, get out. Please wait for the care team. Don't get up. Please wait for the care team. And although they're getting me, getting out of the bed to use the facilities. Anyways, and they're actually in a private room. That's pretty cool. And by the way, the food here is excellent. That's what I like about this place, this hospital. Got good food. Over.
W8WKY.
All right, man, it's King. You must find the good in everything. Enjoy the food. Katie at SLG.
Thank you, sir. I've had twice 2 inches where I had the meal, and then we've got an extra one. We're just going to throw it away. So I ate what I could of the second one. Anyways, WB4IZ waiting for that.
KF5ADE portable, well, not portable. We're on the network. That's where we're at. We're not on RF. At any rate, sorry, a little too long on that. KF5ADE, we're just monitoring the getting ready for the net.
Hey, Nickelodeon, KF580, KD8 SLG. Hey, buddy, good to hear you. And I'm going to try this guy in Waco again. KJ5 ITK. You reconnected, tried to key up. We haven't heard anything. So let's give him a little break here. Give it a shot, man. KJ5 ITK. Nothing heard. W2JLS, K6KJV. In that order, can you guys say hi and let Eric know you're here? It's KD8 SLG. Hi, Eric.
Whiskey 2, Juliet Lima Sierra reporting, sir. I'm here, and I'll pass it over to Rev Kev. Are you over there, buddy?
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor K6KJV. Hello, everyone.
November 9, November Juliet Sierra, Northern Illinois. Here as well.
KE8VZA here. I'll be the pre-net net control operator tonight for the Beacon Net pre-show on the WKY repeater. I have a net logger window open, and I've been watching the AIM window, aka blue screen, and also listening to the RF here, and I've harvested 8 check-ins so far. And so we have about 30 seconds until our lovely announcer comes on. So please stand by. KE8VZA.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There she is. So lovely. QST, QST, QST. This is Kilo Echo 8 Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8VZA. My personal is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie. I'll be the pre-net net control operator tonight for the Beacon Net pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, with the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association. Our frequency is 147 Mark 390, positive offset, with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. You can also connect to us via Allstar. Our node number is 48496. Also, you can connect via Echolink if you like. W8WKY-R is the server or the repeater you need to search for there. What else? The Beacon Net pre-show is a controlled pre-net, and I ask that all traffic pass through net control. And at this point, I'll acknowledge any urgent or emergency traffic, which going forward can break through at any time. If there is any, please call now. KE8VZA returning. So the Beacon Net happens on Wednesday and Sunday nights on this repeater, W8WKY, on the at 10 o'clock. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up here. At 10 p.m. Eastern, and check-ins at 9:30 Eastern. At this point, go ahead and touch base with our net control team and go through what we affectionately know as our Mickey Mouse roll call. So first up, I will touch base here with KE8QKO, Nick at Nite, who will be our net controller for the main net. Are you out there, Nick? How you doing?
KE8QKO, good evening, Eric. And yeah, I'm out here, standing by for the start of the net. With that, I'll pass it back to you. KE8QKO.
All right, Nick, good to hear you tonight. We'll clear with KE8QKO. We'll be hearing more from him at the top of the hour. Let's go down to see if Dustin is out there. KD8EPC. How you doing tonight? Are you out there? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA and the Beacon Net pre-show. Good evening to you, Eric. This is KD8EPC. I'm just going to get my parking validated tonight. It's been a long day. I'm tired, and I'm just sitting here on the chair about falling asleep. So just want to say hello to everybody. Have a great evening, and double D's for my trivia answers. With that, this is KD8EPC. Back to pre-net control, 73.
All right, Dustin, very good. Well, you take a well-deserved rest there. We got you marked in and out, and I did mark down double D's for your trivia answers. So 7-3, good to hear you tonight. We'll clear with KD8EPC. Let's go down and touch base with Just Nick, KD8SLG. How you doing tonight, Just Nick? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KD8 SLG MOUSE. KEAVZA, this is KD8SLG in here for the Mickey Mouse roll call. Yeah, I'm going to stick around today, Eric. I'm here. I do want to take a moment, and this is for Gary. Remind everybody, apparel sale closes at the end of the net tonight, so this is a good time to get in there and order yourself a vest. It's KD8SLG, back to net control. Thanks, Eric.
Just Nick, thanks for the reminder. Actually, I thought of it and ordered my vest about 30 minutes ago. So I'll let everyone guess what color it is. Anyway, thanks for the reminder. And yeah, don't forget Sarah Club apparel sale. Visit w8wky.org if you want to get on board and be part of the cool Vesti crew. But there are so many other options out there: shirts, sweatshirts, jacket, or two, or three, and I think there's a baseball cap too. So anyway, rambling. Good to hear you, Just Nick. We'll clear with KD8SLG. Let's go down and see if Josh is out there. W8HRF, how you doing tonight? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
W8WKY. KEAVZA, W8HRF. Good evening, Eric, and everybody on the BeaconNet pre-show. Mark me in and out for now, Eric. I think I'm going to be in and out. I might make my way back to the radio room a little later tonight, but we'll see. Lucy is having they're finishing up a bachelorette party for one of her friends upstairs, so I'm downstairs watching the highlight reel from today's NASCAR race. So, excuse me. Betty has managed to get us sick again. Anyways, I did want to mention, ran up to the USS Cod with Lane, KD8JJF, yesterday, and we scouted things out for our event coming up on Sunday, October 12th. If you're interested in operating from the USS Cod, you can sign up at the club website. We'll be out there from 12 to 5. Should be a lot of fun. Anyways, thanks for picking me up, Eric, and we'll catch you guys later. Don't bother calling Lucy because she is preoccupied. Just mark her in and out and put us down for double D's like Dustin. KE8VZA, W8HRF, 730.
All right there, Josh. Well, glad you had a good weekend, and got you in and out. Same with Lucy. I hope I think you said bachelorette party. I hope that's going well. And got you both down for double D's. Yeah, there seems to be a pattern here, right? Sort of. Anyway, I think it takes 5 or 6 data points to have a trend, isn't it? Or is it 7? Something like that. Okay, Josh, no worries. Got you and Lucy, KE8YUK, in there, in and out. Do a recheck later if you want. And we'll clear with W8HRF. Thanks for the reminder on the COD. And let's see. Let's go down and touch base with Alan, KI5DAY, our alt trivia master. And he also wrangles rubber chickens in his spare time. So anyway, Alan, are you out there? How you doing? And do we have an interesting alt trivia question for later tonight?
KI5DAY in the net. Yes, and yes. I think there was 3 questions that were deeming or warranted a yes. But however many there were that you asked me, all 3 were yes. What else? Man, tired as the dickens again, but that's okay. I'm used to that on Sundays. Don't know. I had a 3-day weekend, but doesn't seem like I did. I just was so busy. But I had a good time for the weekend pretty much. And let's see, what else have I got going on? Not much. Just dread going back to the Big W. We're busier and fire right now, but I had a replacement for my shift Friday that was working my area, so I didn't feel so bad for my partner. But because he had just gotten back from 2.5 weeks of vacation, so, you know, he's getting some punishment back. Hi. But anyways, no, all is good. Just hanging out. I do have some strange alt trivia. I hope it's strange. We'll find out. And with that, I'll shoot it back to you. KI5DAY. Back to them.
All right, Alan, very good. Hey, the stranger the better, right? Anyway, good to hear you tonight. We'll clear with KI5DAY. That brings us down to the end of the Mickey Mouse roll call. And you know, something just popped in my head. Didn't the Mickey Mouse Club have a Mouseketeer named Bucky, I think, or something like that? Chucky or Bucky? I think it was Bucky. I think, because me and my siblings, we used to just laugh out loud when he'd come on the screen. Anyway, I'll just leave it there. Let's see. So we're at the end of our Mickey Mouse roll call. Let me take a break for time, and I'll read you who I have on the logs thus far. KE8BZA returning with the BeaconNet pre-show. Let me read off who I have. I have so far Chuck, WB4AIZ down in Florida, Andy, AB8MO, Ray, K5CFY, John, N8YMY, Nickelodeon, KF5ADE, John, W2JLS, Kevin, K6KJV, RevKev. Let's see, Brent, N9NJS, Fred, KE8QFT, and Taco Tim, KI5TAQ, all the way from Bofang, Oklahoma. Anyway, let's open it up here and take some more check-ins, and then we'll work the list and see who's going to stick around and who's going to skedaddle. KE8VZA, looking for check-ins.
Matt, tell us what time.
Kilo India 5, Mike X-Ray Zulu, Chuck Katusa.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf, Mark, in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Alpha, Jeff, New Franklin.
November Tango 8 Delta, NT8D, Dave in Copley. Just checking in and saying hi. 73 Eric.
November 8 Romeo Kilo Echo, Larry, North Royalton, that's a suburb of Cleveland. Good evening.
All right, we got a nice batch of check-ins there. KE8BZA returning. Let's see, let me read them off. We have AF5JB Matt, who is short time from Oklahoma. KI5MXZ Katusa Chuck, also from Oklahoma. K4OG Mark, up here in Ohio, I believe, or he's in Kentucky, one or the other. K4OG checked in and out, 73 Mark. KF8DTA Jeff, over in New Franklin. NT8D Dave down in Copley, who checked in and out. 73 Dave, thanks for checking in. And after that, we had N8RKE Larry over in North Royalton, just down the road from me. I'm here in Strongsville. Anyway, there you have it. Anyone else before we work the list, please call now.
Whiskey 8, Tango, Foxtrot, W8TTF, Mike, and Huron, I'll be in and out.
Good evening, Eric, or KCA, Fox Queen Victor, coming back from Sandusky, Ohio, just leaving Cedar Point vicinity. So I'm going to listen along. The Ham Fest was good today, so back it comes, KCFQV. I'll be driving.
All right, I'll pick it up there. KE8VZA returning. We picked up two more there. Whiskey 8, Tango, Foxtrot. Mike over in Huron checked in and out. 73 Mike, thanks for checking in. And then Mark, KC8FQV, our Cedar Point roller coaster warrior, checking in from his departure from CP land. Okay, let's go ahead and work this list. I'm going to go to our short time station first. Matt, AF5JB, down in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Matt, do you have some comments you'd like to say for the net real quick? Go ahead.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. Good evening to you and everybody else out on the net. And had a great weekend. I did a small route Saturday morning. Got that done. And then got home and ate, showered, and took me a nice little power nap. Got back up and went and did laundry. I went to Dead Busters and played the Pac-Man Battle Royale. And I think I played some of the car game too, but I got done with that. And then I went to Hard Rock and had a really good hamburger there, and it didn't win nothing, but still had a good time. And I went home and had me a beer, and I played Go, Outrun, and this Batman. That's my Saturday night. It was bad then, and I got to take it easy holiday day. Get ready for a whole new week. Other than that, that's about all I got. Currently 81 degrees and clear. And that's all I got. You guys have a good evening, good safe night. Thanks for having me on, and until next time, 73. And this is AF5JB, Matt, City, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Everybody's back control. Thanks again.
KEAVZA returning. All right, Matt. Well, glad to hear you had a good weekend, and thanks for checking in with us. We'll say 7-3. We'll clear with AF5JB. Let's go up to Chuck, WB4AIZ down in Florida. Are you still with us there, Chuck? And are you going to hang around for the main net tonight, or do you want to check in and out? All right, Chuck must have departed. I did hear him earlier, so we'll go ahead and mark him in and out. So, Chuck, if you are still out there, go ahead and do a recheck when the opportunity presents itself. Let's go down to AB8MO. Andy, how you doing tonight, and are you going to stick around for the main net?
KEAVZA, who played hooky from the Hamfest that was right up the street from this morning. This is AB8MO, who was at the Hamfest. Somehow I missed the presence of KC8FQP. I was there for about 2 hours this morning, and I don't think the weather could have been any better. It was marvelous. Saw a couple dear friends that I, have a face for radio, but they're still good company. Whatever that means, Alan. Alrighty, I'll stick around. This is AB8MO.
All right there, Andy. Very good. Got you on the log, sticking around. Yeah, I missed the Hamfest today. I just have too many things piled up here at the QTH, unfortunately. Anyway, we'll clear with AB8MO for now. Let's go down and check in with Ray, K5CFY. How you doing tonight, Ray? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Hey, VZA in the net, K5, CFY. Yes, sir, I'm definitely going to hang around. Like to thank Mr. Andy for doing the second hour Saturday. We had a great net, and he did a wonderful job, and maybe we can talk him into doing it again. I'll get it back to you, K5, CFY.
All right there, Ray. Very good. Glad Andy could help you guys out down there. And good hearing you tonight. We've got you on the log, is sticking around. Let's go down next to John, N8YMY. How you doing tonight, John? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
KE8 VZA N8YMY. Probably not. I think we're probably going to get our ticket punched. We had a regular day off work and spent all day working on work, if that makes any sense. We got a little side business for the last 16 years. We make cat furniture on the side, so I've been pretty darn busy with that lately. So that's pretty much what I did all day. So I think I'm going to, I'll be for a little bit here and maybe catch the trivia, but definitely going to be in and out tonight. So with that, 7 3s, and we'll catch you soon. And 8YMY.
All right there, John. Very good. Sounds like you had a busy day. Anyway, we'll go ahead and check you in and out tonight. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. And 7-3, we'll clear with N8YMY. Let's go down to Nickelodeon, KF5ADE. How you doing tonight, Nick? And are you still in Ohio?
Good evening, all. And yes, this is KF5ADE Nick, Nickelodeon. And yes, I am still in Ohio for just about, I'm not sure on how many hours it is, but Tuesday morning, or really about Tuesday midday, I fly out of Cleveland and start working my way back home on Tuesday. So we've got a couple more days left, Monday and Tuesday, or what's left of today, however you want to look at it. But we're sticking around for the net tonight. We'll see if Sandy pops in or not. She might not. We'll see what happens. I haven't talked to her all day. Good net, and hello to the entire crew out there. KF5AD, back to net control.
All right, Nick, very good. Got you on the log, sticking around, and we will keep our eyes peeled on the blue screen for Sandy and also ears perked up on RF here. And good to hear you tonight, and was definitely good to see you at the meeting a few weeks ago. But hope your stay in Ohio has been good. We'll clear with KF5ADE. Let's go down and touch base with John, W2JLS. How you doing tonight, John? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Mr. Eric, yes, this is W2JLS, and yeah, I think keep me on the list. I did wander into the radio room to field this transmission, but I need to move back upstairs for a while. I will attempt to follow my place in line and slide back down to the radio room, but otherwise maybe I just pop in on the Echolink. So great, stick me on the list. I'll look forward to jumping in.
Very good, John. From you later. JL. Yeah. For the big show.
Well, this is K6KJV, Kevin in Valley Springs, California. Eric, I'm assuming you called me, but you're breaking up pretty bad there. So, in answer to your question, I think you asked, yes, I will be sticking around for the really big shoe. So, back to you, Eric, from K6KJV.
Kevin, very good. I switched over to a different repeater. Hopefully I'm coming in okay. I got you on the log, K6KJV. Thanks for checking in, and thanks for the signal report. If somebody could give me a signal report on this end, how about Brent, N9NJS? Are you sticking around for the big net tonight? And how am I sounding on your end? November 9, November Juliet Sierra. This is KE8DZA, just touching base with you, Brent, to see if you're sticking around for the main net tonight, the main beacon net.
W8WKY.
I'm not Brent, but you're loud and clear now, Eric, K6KJV.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. We'll clear with K6KJV, and we'll mark N9NJS as in and out. So, Brent, if you want to check back in, do a recheck, please, when the opportunity presents itself. Let's go down and touch base with Fred, KE8QFT. How you doing tonight, Fred? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
This is KE8QFT Fred in Medina. Yes, I will. Back to pre-net control.
All right, Fred, very good. Got you on the log. We'll clear with KE8QFT. Let's go down and touch base with Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. How you doing tonight, Tim? And are you going to stick around for the big show? KI5TAQ, this is KE8DZA. Just touching base with you, Tim, to see if you're going to stick around for the big show tonight. All right, I think he'll stick around. He must have stepped away from the radio. He usually does. So we'll clear with KI5TAQ. I'm leaving you on the list there, Tim. Let's go down and talk with Katusa Chuck, KI5MX. How you doing tonight, Chuck? And are you going to stick around for the main net? All right, hearing nothing. I'm not sure what to do. We'll go ahead and mark him in and out, I guess. Chuck, if you're listening, you want to recheck later, go ahead. Let's go down. Let's see. K4OG Mark was in and out. 73 Mark. KF8DTA Jeff over in New Franklin. How you doing tonight? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
This is KF8DTA Jeff in New Franklin. Yeah, we're having a beautiful day today, and probably won't be sticking around. Got daddy duties. But I did get out to Portage Lake State Park, did my first activation on FT8 with a CB mag mount on the roof of the truck. Awesome, awesome stuff. Back to you, KF8DTA.
All right, Jeff, very good. Congrats on the POTA activation there. And FT8 with a CB mag mount. There you have it. Whatever it takes, right? That's why I love POTA. You can get really creative. Anyway, good to hear you tonight, Jeff. Good luck with daddy duties. We'll go ahead and mark you in and out. We'll clear with KF8DTA. Next on log, NTAD was in and out, 73 days. And that brings us down to N8RKE, Larry, over in North Royalton. How you doing tonight, Larry? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
No, I won't be sticking around for it. I'll be one of those in and out guys. When the repeater faltered a while ago with you, it wasn't you. I checked you on your input. You're coming in here real strong, It was the repeater that was following up somehow, but you sound not as good on the repeater you're on, but you're about 85%, something like that, where it was, the signal was beautiful before, for what it's worth, I did go to the Cleveland Ham Fest today, and with the intention of just kind of going around and seeing old friends and stuff, but I walked out with a boat anchor, a 30L1 Collins amplifier that matched my Collins S1. I just couldn't resist. And so there's that. Now I got a project. I got to go over it and make sure, it's okay and get a few parts on it. And, it was just one of those things I just couldn't help myself. That's about it. Hope you have a great evening. N8RKE.
All right, Larry, very good. Well, congrats on the amp that you picked up at the Ham Fest. I really appreciate the signal report. Yeah, I switched over to the Norse repeater in Elyria, 146 Mark 700, and the Allstar connection has a slightly lower volume as it comes into the Sarah repeater in Doylestown, but definitely appreciate the signal report. I think I'm going to stick where I am right now. I often have this problem with RFI on Sunday nights between me and Doylestown. So I'm up in Strongsville, and so between me and Doylestown, it's really bad tonight, though, more than usual. Anyway, thanks, Larry. We'll mark you in and out. Thanks for checking in. Come on back some. Let's see. Next, we have KC8SQV. Mark, how you doing? How's the commute going from CP?
Okay, KCFQV. Yeah, I had to bring up the connection guy at Allstar, the net logger going. Yeah, everything went good. I got 3 rides tonight. I got there a little later than I wanted to, but I did see a guy after I left the Ham Fest. I stopped at McDonald's there and had lunch, and there was a guy there. He was at the Ham Fest. He's there from North Carolina, South Carolina. He came up. I don't know exactly the whole deal, but he was there. I was eating and that. So I was there about an hour. We were talking and that. And then, of course, I had to change my insulin. I knew that was going to occur today sometime. So it occurred at the time. I just finished at McDonald's. I did it. And then I got up to the park and I stopped at Mark's in Elyria. I wanted to get something, and then got up there. I got up about before 6, and I got 3 rides in tonight. Yeah, I rode Siren Curse again. I rode Brew, and I rode Blue Streak. So I got 3 rides in. I didn't mind. Oh, I'd like to have done more, but hey, because I was over at the Ham Fest, and I was talked to a guy that was a ham. So everything was good. It's like 67 degrees out now. So yeah, the section of 90 from where you get on here on Route 6 down to 13, just a little east of 13, it's a single lane because they're paving it. But they haven't done nothing all week. Kind of up here last week, the barrels don't look like they have ever been moved. So, I don't know. I guess these paving projects sometimes take some time. So I'll send it back to Net, KSFQV.
All right, Mark, very good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that paving either. I know we had some rain last week, so maybe that goofed up their schedule. But Blue Streak, I love that roller coaster. Anyway, well, go ahead and leave you on the log here. Mark, good to hear you. We're clear with KC8FQV. Last one on the list of pre-checks here is Mac down in Arkansas. I grabbed you from the blue screen there, Mac. How you doing tonight, KI5RFI, and are you going to stick around for the main net tonight?
KI5RFI here. Good evening, Eric. Everybody on the net tonight. Good evening to all the net control people. I would love to stick around tonight, but I'm not going to be able to. We'll just get in for my ticket punching tonight here, I guess. I'll catch you guys on Wednesday night. Have a great net, and I'll catch you next time. This is KI5RFI.
W8WKY.
Very good, Mac. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by, and got you on the log here, in and out. And we'll say 7-3 and look forward to hearing you on Wednesday. We'll clear with KI5RFI. That's it for the pre-show. And KE8QKO, if you're ready to go ahead and take over, go ahead. This is KE8DZA.
All right. Well, thank you, Eric. Fine business on the pre-show. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, and I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink at W8WKY-R. This is directed net. All traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside Network, and various other repeaters, and we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Any stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Yeah, this is Zulu Lima 2 Bravo Echo Zulu, Portland, Wellington, New Zealand. I'll be in and out tonight, thank you.
All right, Paul, hey, can you come back with your call sign again? I kind of got messed up in my head when I heard Zulu. Can you come back one more time so I can make sure I write it down?
Yeah, no worries, Nick. It's Zulu Lima 2 Bravo Echo Zulu. In other words, first letter the same as the last letter, over.
All right, got it now, Paul. Zulu Lima 2 Bravo Echo Zulu. We got you down as in and out. Thanks for checking in. And maybe come back in and talk to us some more later. All right, any more stations who want to check in, please call now.
This is Kilo India 5, Mike X-Ray Zulu, Chuck and Catoosa. I don't know if you guys know it, but you lost the Oklahoma League.
This is Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima, K5EDL in Collard, Texas, via Allstar.
All right, I've got KI-XZ, and I've got the K5BDL. Let's see. It looks like we may have lost the Oklahoma link from what is being reported. See how that works out. I think I'm looking here. I think we only have 3 stations that are coming in on that Oklahoma link, and they might all be coming in on their own nodes. So that's not too bad for the people checked in. Not great for anybody who wants to check in. See what happens with that. Anyone else who wants to check in the Beacon Net, please call now. All right, nothing heard there. We'll see if we can get all this sorted out later. But we'll go get her some trivia questions. We're going to start with K8VZA. Eric, would you read the primary question, sir?
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA with the main trivia question. Here we go. 2.5 meters was once an amateur band. Which one of the frequencies below falls in this band? Choices are Alpha, 65 megahertz, Bravo, 78 megahertz, Charlie, 112 megahertz, or Delta, 175 megahertz. I'll take a break and read it again. KE8VZA returning with main trivia. The 2.5 meter band was once an amateur band. Which one of the frequencies below falls in this band? Choices are Alpha, 65 megahertz, Bravo, 78 megahertz, Charlie, 112 megahertz, or Delta, 175 megahertz. I'll post this in the blue screen in a minute or two. KE8VZA back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. I have my guess written down. We'll see how it works out. Next, let's go talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate question read. Alan, take it away.
Never heard that question before. If that was ever on our test, I do not remember it. That's a good one. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Alternate trivia. Here we go. I'll read the question a couple of times, so hopefully it won't be too confusing. The company Volkswagen, you all know them, you all love them. The company Volkswagen in 1 year has sold more of which one of these items? More than they have sold cars. I'll read it again. The company Volkswagen in 1 year has sold more of which one of these items? More than they have sold cars. Is it A, their own line of scooters in Europe? B, their own brand of sausages? C, their own line of Volkswagen-designed jet skis and watercraft? Or D, their own brand of corn wagon bean ice cream trucks? I'll read it one more time. Let me let this drop. The company Volkswagen in 1 year has sold more of which one of these items? More than they have sold cars. Is it A, their own line of scooters in Europe? B, their own brand of sausages? C, their own line of Volkswagen designed jet skis and watercraft? Or D, their own brand of corn wagon bean ice cream trucks? Okay, I got issues. KI5DAY, back to that.
All right, thank you, Alan. I got my guess written down for that one as well. We'll see how that works out later in the net. All right, this is K8QKO on the WHWKY repeater, 147 Mark 290, positive offset with a BL tone of 114 Mark 8. Sounded like when Alan was talking, so we had a connection to something. I'm not sure what node number that. Oh, I don't recognize the node number that it connected to. But we'll see how things work out. Maybe get more people in. And yeah, so we're going to go through and start talking to people. Our first station is in and out. That's WB4AIZ, and that's going to take us down to AB8MO. Andy, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
I don't know, not a whole heck of a lot. This is AB8MO. Hello, just Nick, just Nick and Nick at night. It was good to see Nick and Ron. Let's see, saw Bart, KF8COO. I don't know if he won. I don't know if Cleveland Hamfest had a 50-50, but maybe he cleaned them out if they did. So I was there for a couple hours. We started evangelizing our Hamfest, the Warren Amateur Radio Association's Warren Hamfest, of course. That is August 16, 2026. So anyhow. I will go for Trivium. Oh, shoot. Where the heck is the... Okay, Eric put his trivia marker in. Let's see here. I'm going to go with Charlie on his. And, I'm going to do double C's. How about that? Double Charlie, because I don't see Alan's question on here at all. Yeah, the sausage one is tempting, but I don't know. A guy who probably eats sausages for all meals of the day will probably come up with that. Oh, there it is. I'll do double C's. I'll do that. Finally came up on the blue screen. All right, with that, I'm going to go listen to the rest of that and get ready for bed. Oh, I'm about to work KJ5 Blue here on FT8. How exciting. Back she comes. This is ABNMO.
All right, well, thank you, Andy. We got your answers down there for Charlie Squared. Good to hear you, and enjoy the rest of the net. Next station we have K5 CFY Ray. How you doing, Ray? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Kilo 5, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee. Ray, are you out there? Do you have comments for the net?
KEA-QKO in the net, K5CFY. Yeah, we're having all kinds of difficulties here. Anyway, I'm going to go with Charlie and...
All right, Ray, you kind of broke up a little bit on your second answer. I got your first answer as Charlie, but I did not catch your second one. You want to come back with that? All right, I think Ray might be having some technical difficulties. We can maybe get his alternate answer in the blue screen. Yeah, maybe if Eric could ask for that in the blue screen, I'd appreciate it. Next station we have is in and out. That's N8YMY, and that's going to take us down to KF5ADE Nickelodeon. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to play real stupid on this because I was talking to my son-in-law who's, he's licensed, but he's also, he's not real active, but he's gone ahead and gone back to the other side of the basement to work with his favorite thing, playing around with a game. And so I didn't hear the questions, but I'm not going to have you reread it this early on in the group. So we're doing good. We're getting ready to head back to Texas on Tuesday, and about midday or so. So we'll be up in the air on Tuesday and be ready to go for Wednesday's night's net with at home with Sandy. So it'll be a good thing then. As to the trivia, I think I'll just go down with my usual. I like playing with CB, Charlie Baker, Chicken Band, however you want to call it. And I'll just go ahead and put me down for CB just as a real wing ding, and we'll see how well I do with the roll of the dice. KF5, AD, 7-3 all. We're back here to monitoring. Go ahead and net control.
All right, well, thank you, Nick. We can put you down there for Charlie and Bravo. We will reread those here in a little bit. I'm tempted to do it now because we have had some technical difficulties, and it's possible people might have missed them, but I have a feeling we'll be getting those reread here in the future. So if you want to change your answers once we do that, come back in and recheck. I'll always take it. Next station we have is W2JLS. How you doing, John? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO. This is W2JLS. How are we doing tonight, sir? Good evening on your ears. I made it back to the radio room, so I didn't have to Echolink it. Yeah, I hope everything's all right down there in Oklahoma. I gathered that you lost link with them, and then Ray himself, who was probably operating off of his Allstar Node, just disappeared. So I don't know if they're getting some adverse weather circumstances or what, but hopefully everything's all right down there with those guys. Let's see. So if I did my math correctly, I'm going to guess 112 for the first choice, and I'm going to go with the kind of the thing that doesn't have a motor in it. And also, I had for dinner I had a smoked bratwurst on a nice bun with some mustard. So I'm going to go sausage on that one, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, hope everyone has a nice rest of their evening. I'm suffering over here. I'm up against it time-wise. I'm trying to get some work done on my laptop, and I realized as I was settling in to get to work, I left my board out at the cafe tonight. So I'm hoping to find it there at 6 a.m., but the bummer is I'm going to probably run out of juice here, and I only have the one. So anyway, wish me luck. Back to you, and everybody have a great night. W2JLS, back to Net Control.
All right, well, thank you, John. I'm going to admit I only heard your second answer because I was typing in a blue screen when you said your first answer, and it didn't fully compute. But I'm pretty sure Eric probably heard it, and we'll get it in this. It'll show up in the net logger here shortly. But we have your alternate answer as Bravo. Yeah, sorry about that power cable. That stinks. Only on the bright side. If you don't have it and you run out of power, then you got to go to bed or just listen to the net and relax a little bit and not have to do some work. If that's a positive or not, we'll see how it works out for you. But thanks for checking in, John. Next station we have is K6KJV. Kevin, how you doing, sir? And hey, thank you for that. Thank you for that tri-tip recipe. I'm looking forward to trying it. And yeah, what do you got for the net?
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Nick at Nite. This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California, and you're welcome. For the recipe, what do I have? An appetite. If you're cooking it, send me a plane ticket, and I'll be sure and come there and eat some. Oh, I know that ain't going to happen. Oh, well, I'm just going to keep first off, I got to say hello to everybody else, the rest of the crew and the youngins, and everybody else on the net, along with, here's my answers. I know it's going to be a nail biter, but double D's, Delta and Delta, that's right. And if you've never had Corn Waldo vanilla bean ice cream, oh, you're missing out. That's my favorite right there. So with that, I'm going to say God bless 73 to everyone. Back to Net Control from K6KJV.
All right, well, thank you, Kevin. Got your answers down there for double D. And yeah, I'm going to have to go back up to John because apparently Eric also did not catch his primary answers. So W2JLS, KAQKO. Can you come back with your answers for me one more time? We might have lost John. Maybe we can get back to him a little later and get his answers. Anyway, this is K8QKO and the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 3. I know a positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. After Kevin, we have an in-and-out station that's N9NJS, and that's going to take us down to K8QFT, Uncle Fred. How you doing, Fred? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, thank you. Thank you, first of all. The trivial is Charlie and Alpha, CNA. Well, the Guardians did it. They came from 15.5 games back to win the division, and it's the greatest deficit the team has ever came back from. They won the division today, last day of the season, because Detroit lost. In addition to the Guardians winning, but man, what a season it's been. It's a lot of fun following them guys. Let me break for just a second. Tonight I got to go to a monthly bluegrass, country western, and gospel jam session. These guys put on a church in Brunswick, Ohio there, and so it's a good time. My bowling group always goes up there, and it was a good time. Quite a day today. Didn't watch the Browns. I understand they got they lost the squeaker there. I don't know what, 37-10 or something like that. But in any event, I return back to net control. KE8QFD, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Fred. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Alpha. Yeah, it's good news about the other Guardians. Yeah, it's funny. The other day, yesterday, I was tooling around YouTube and I saw a video pop up about 10-cent beer night in Cleveland. Every time I see that, I always have to watch it, even though I've watched the variations of that video many times over the years. But I'm always like to get a good chuckle about what happens if you sell beer for 10 cents in Cleveland. You talk about the Guardians, made me think of that. It's funny. But thanks for checking in there, Fred. Next, we have KI5TAQ Taco Tim from Bofang, Oklahoma. How you doing, Tim? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good afternoon, guys. Or I should say good evening, guys. My clock is off. Let me get the trivia questions out of the way. I'm going to go with Charlie and Alpha. Charlie for the main question, and Alpha for the alternate. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of things on the Oklahoma repeater. It's like going in and out. I don't know whether the rain got the antenna again or something else is going cuckoo, but I think someone needs to get out there and fix it. But I'll let you get on down the list. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, well, thank you, Tim. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Alpha. Yeah, it'd be a shame, but I'm sure somebody will get to it when they can. All right, we have a big old hunk of in and out stations here. I'm going to run through them real quick. We have AM5JB, KF5MXZ, K4OG, KF8DTA, NT8D, N8RKE, and W8TTF. And that's going to take us down to KC8FQV Mark. How you doing, Mark? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Because I can't really recall so well. Just say Charlie for that. And yeah, it was a good day over there at Tampa. I got there probably 10:30 or 10:40, I think. I can't recall exactly. It was close to the latter of the 10 o'clock hour, somewhere in there. But yeah, everything else was good. Went over, it was a good ham fest. There was a lot of stuff there. Yeah, I was up late last night. I'll sleep in good tomorrow. But then I went over to Cedar Point, and of course earlier I seen after I left the Hamfest and stopped and had lunch over at that McDonald's right there on Bagley, and I could see a guy there. He was up from Carolina, so I seen the yellow tick in his pocket. I said, "Are you a ham?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You went to the Hamfest?" He said, "Yep." We were talking and that, and then I came over to Cedar Point and rode 3 rides tonight. Stopped at Mark's for a second to get one thing in Elyria. I didn't know where I got these combs. There's certain combs that are better than others. Some of them are really, like they prick you in that. And these are Conair. They must know how to make them because they'll give you a nice stimulant skull and that, but don't tear your skull up. Anyway, then I came on over. I got gas at 275 with get-go. So, and I came over to Cedar Point, got 3 rides in, and now I'm heading back home. So, but I want to say Charlie and Charlie, and they must be watering some of the vines and that over here on Route 2 as I came through. There was had a mist of water come, so they must be watering. So let's send it back to Nat, KSFQB.
All right there, Mark. Okay, yeah, you were, I don't know where you are, but you had nothing but an echo. It was loud and painful. But I heard pretty much everything you had to say, so got your answers down there for Charlie and Charlie. Yeah, wherever you are, don't go there again because your mic just echoed the whole time you were talking. Yeah, this is K8QKO on the WWQR repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Our next 2 stations are in and out. That's KI5 RFI and ZL2BEZ, which takes us down to K5 DBL. David, how you doing, David? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima, Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima, Brad in Tyler, Texas. Let's see, going to go with, I think they're both Charlie and Charlie on the questions, 112 megahertz for 2.5 meter band, and also sausages for Volkswagen. Sounds pretty good for bratwurst. I'll go with that. And so just listening into the net and watching some football on NBC. Our Dallas Cowboys here trying to battle it out with Green Bay. So anyway, just want to check in for the net and say good evening. K5BDL in Tyler, Texas.
All right, well, thank you, Brad. We got your answers down there for Charlie and Charlie, and thanks for checking in. It's good to hear from you. Our next station is in and out. That's N5KBD, and that's going to take us down to AA8CS. Gary, how you doing, Gary? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Good evening, Nick, and everybody on the net this evening. Yeah, well, a couple things. We did the marathon yesterday in Akron. Quite the event. It always is. Lots of people. I will tell you this, there were more people that fell behind the SAG, which that's my station, this year than I've ever seen ever. Interesting phenomena, but nevertheless, it was a great event. Ken Dorsey, KA8OAD, does a fabulous job as the Summit County Aries coordinator, and he organizes this to the hilt and does a really fine business job. I want to take my hat off to him. last thing I have, a very important thing, is that the apparel sale closes tonight. If you have done the ultimate in procrastination like I did, I just got, before I checked into the net, I better grab a second here.
W8WKY.
Yeah, Jason will start yelling at me again. Anyway, so I procrastinated, got my order in just before the net. I checked into the net anyway. So the apparel sale will close. I'll ask him to actually shut it down tomorrow morning when I start compiling the order and getting that ready to ship off to John, KE8UIB. For processing. There we go. Anyway, apparel sale closes tonight as well. That's all I have tonight, Nick. Take care. Have just a scintillating Sunday. Yeah, Sunday evening. And thanks for doing the net. You do a nice job. This is AA8CS. Back to net control.
All right. Well, thank you, Gary. And that's good news. It's good to know the apparel sale is still open, but only for tonight. So if you have procrastinated on gathering your Sarah swag, hop on over there after the net, once we're all done talking and having fun, and place your orders. So thanks for checking in there, Gary. Good to hear you. And you're at the bottom of the list. This is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive also with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And I'm ready for more check-ins. So anyone who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
This is KG5SYC, Sandy, Cibolo, Texas.
Recheck AA8CS.
All right, I've got a check-in from KG5SYC, Miss Sandy, and I've got a recheck from AA8CS, and I guess I know what the recheck's for. And I'm thinking it's because he's going to come back and he's going to tell Alan, who typed in the blue screen he ordered a shirt and wasn't sure if he did it right, that Alan now has to come all the way up to Ohio to a club meeting to claim his shirt. I hope that's what you're going to tell him, Gary. Go ahead with your bad news, or good news for all of us, to Alan.
Right. Oh man, actually I didn't see that on the blue screen, but if I can check here and see, which I will, but I'm not going to do it while on the air here, and I'll come back and let you know. But I mean, if it went through, it went through. There is shipping involved there. If Alan needs it shipped, we do that, and that is an option. Obviously, preferentially would be local delivery, but no, we try to accommodate as best we can, really and truly. I do apologize for the shipping, but somebody pays the shipping, as we all know. No, yeah, we'll take care of Alan. Let's see. Let me grab another quick second here. What I wanted to say had to do with the apparel sale, and that is that you can go online, and this is what I didn't say previously. You can go online and order online, securely pay online, and it's pretty seamless. PayPal works really great, or the credit card system works as well. So that's how it works. The website is w8wky.org. I say again, w8wky.org. That's all I got, Nick. Sorry about the verbosity. AA8CS, back to net.
All right. Well, thank you, Gary. Yeah, the online payment system for Sarah works really well. So you guys have that pretty well nailed down. Okay, so we have two check-ins here after Gary's recheck, like I said before, KG5 SYC and AI5Q Jairus. So, we have those two in there. I'm going to do another round of check-ins. Anyone who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo India 5, Mike X-Ray Zulu, Chuck Katusa.
All right, I'm going to take it right there. I had a double. I had KI5MXZ, and I had another station trying to check in with you, and I did not catch that call sign. So if you tried to check in at the same time as Chuck, please come back with your call sign.
W2 JLS recheck.
Okay, I think I know why John might be rechecking. Not sure why Chuck is rechecking, but we'll find out. Sandy and Jairus, sit tight. I'm going to get to you. I'm getting a lot of rechecks, and so I started with Gary. I feel like I should keep going with him. So, KI5MXZ, Chuck, what do you have for us for your recheck?
Well, the node went out when he called if I was going to be on or not, and I guess you just put me in and out. But my answer is Charlie Alpha. That's all I got. Kilo Indy 5, Mike X-Ray Zulu.
All right, yeah, I copy that, sir. I saw you were already in the log. We had a big list of in and outs earlier, and you might have got in there. And then when you came back and told me about the node, I saw you had already been marked as in and out, so I thought you were going to stay in and out, and that's kind of how we left you. But all right, well, thanks for getting back to me. Happy to take another recheck and get your answers in there. Thanks for checking in. Let's go talk to W2 JLS. John, what do you got for me?
W8WK.
Yes, W2 JLS returning. Sorry about that, Nick. I gather you when I finished my transmission, you didn't pick up my trivia question or my responses, I should say. It sounds like you got my guess for sausages for the Volkswagen question, and my calculations were 112 kilohertz on the other question. So 2.5 meter band question. So anyway, that was all. Sorry to re-interrupt. W2 JLS. I'll be listening on the side.
All right, not a problem, John. Yeah, what happened was I got distracted by the blue screen and missed your first answer, and then usually whenever that happens, my partner in crime, Eric, will catch it, or vice versa, and we'll end up getting all the answers that way. But it looks like we both missed it, probably both distracted by the blue screen. We got your answers down for Charlie and Bravo. Thanks for the recheck. I appreciate it. Okay, let's go up and talk to our current check-ins. We're going to start with KG5, SYC, Miss Sandy. How you doing, ma'am? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
This is KG5FYC, and hello, Nick, and everybody out there that's listening. Not a whole lot going on here. Kind of been cleaning up a few things and trying to put away a few things and clearing a bed off for those scouts will have a place to sleep on Tuesday night because this bed's been used as a storing and staging place so I could get things cleaned up and put away. So that's what I've been doing. And we've got our grand pup here and sitting there having a good time with Bagheera, and because he's a hoot, and I get him for the night, so I don't know, maybe even tomorrow. But nonetheless, that's what I've been doing. And, well, let's see, trivia? I don't know, because you're going to have to reread it because I wasn't here. KC5SYC.
W8WKY.
All right, Sandy, we're going to reread that. I also just thought, I'm trying to remember when last time I identified. So I'm going to do that real quick just in case. This is K8QKO and the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 3. I know a positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Yeah, I told Nickelodeon earlier that I was probably going to reread the trivia pretty quick, and then I didn't. So he was just kind of guessing at it. So let's go do some trivia reading. I think it sounds like a good opportunity to do that. Let's start with K8BVA. Eric, get the primary question read. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8ZZA with the main trivia question. 2.5 meters was once an amateur band. Which of the frequencies below falls in this band? Choices are Alpha, 65 megahertz, Bravo, 78 megahertz, Charlie, 112 megahertz, or Delta, 175 megahertz. I'll post this in the blue screen again. KE8BZA back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Let's go down and talk to KI5DAY to get the alternate question read again. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY in the net. By the way, hi to Sandy and Nick out there in, I don't know where they're at. I don't know if they're in Cibolo or Cibolo? Is that how you say that? I don't know if that's where they're at or somewhere else, but anyway, yeah, Sandy's radio was kind of quiet, so I turned my radio up, and sure enough, I forgot. And when you came back there, Nick, at night, I about jumped out of my chair. It was pretty loud. But anyways, I will drop this, and I will read tonight's trivia. I will read it slowly. Let me let this drop. All right, tonight's alternate trivia is the company Volkswagen in 1 year has sold which one of these items more than they have sold cars? Is it A, their own line of scooters in Europe, B, their own brand of sausages, C, their own line of Volkswagen-designed jet skis and watercraft, or D, their own brand of corn wagon bean ice cream truck? KI5DAY, back to net, Gok.
All right, thank you, Alan. Let's go back down to KG5SYC, Miss Sandy, and get her trivia answers. Sandy, take it away.
This is KG5SYC, and let's see trivia. Yeah, let's just go shoot for the moon of DD. Because there's got to be a decibel in there somewhere. And as far as your Alan, your question, yep, Sandy's in Cibolo and Nick is in Ohio. We're split by 1,000-some miles. So there you go. That answers all those questions. So there's my answers. KC5SYC, back to Nick control.
All right, thank you, Sandy. I think we got your answers down there for Delta and Bravo. So thanks for getting in with us there. Appreciate it. Next, we're going to talk to AI5Q Jairus. How you doing, Jairus? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Well, it looks like Jairus can't hear us, so I'm not sure what's going on. But perhaps he can recheck with us if he gets things back up and running. He's dealing with some of the technical issues. So you can't hear me, Jairus, but thanks for doing that. We appreciate it. All right, and then I got to check in. Looks like from the blue screen, K9CQD. Tim, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
Oh, well, thanks for getting me checked in through the blue screen. Greatly appreciate that. I'm doing well here, just enjoying a beautiful evening up here in northwest Indiana. Temperatures falling into the 60s. It feels nice out here, sitting out here with my Echolink going. Took a late phone call at about 9, right when I was going to get onto the beacon net, and was hoping it didn't push me too late, so luckily it didn't. Here now, listening to you guys, which is exactly where I wanted to be on this Sunday evening, so that's good. But trivia, I appreciate that there was a reread recently, because I wasn't sure. But for the main trivia, I'm going to go with C, Charlie, and for alt, I'll do A, Alpha. And we'll do Charlie and Alpha. Call it from there. But I'll turn it back over to Net Control, and thanks for checking me in. This is KE9CQD.
All right, thank you, Tim. Thanks for checking in there. It's good to have you. Yeah, get that trivia reread, and yeah, occasionally listen to that. All right, this is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're back to the bottom of our list. We do have one outstanding station that we're going to talk to when he can talk to us again. That's going to be AI5Q, so we'll either call back out to him later or he can recheck with us on one of these rounds. But otherwise, we're going to start taking some check-ins. Anyone who would like to check into the beacon net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet, KA8, LYJ, Bob in the Magic City.
All right, I've got KA8, LYJ, Bob, and it looks like AI5Q is back with us, so I'll get to you in a moment, Jairus. Is there anyone else that would like to check into the beacon net? Please call now.
Kilo 3 Mike Bravo Charlie, Kilo 3 Mike Bravo Charlie, Mark in Pasadena, Texas.
Kilo Romeo 4 Golf Sierra Juliet, Kilo Romeo 4 Golf Sierra Juliet John in Sheffield, Alabama.
All right, I've got K3 NBC, and I've got KR4 GSJ. Anyone else who would like to check in, please call now.
Kilo 9 Romeo Oscar Bravo, K9 ROB, Memphis, Tennessee.
All right, K9 ROB, got you in there. Anyone else?
KE2 FTG, Kilo Echo 2 Foxtrot Tango Golf, Mike, Cornwall, New York.
All right, KE2 FTG. We're on a roll here. Anyone else that want to check into the beacon net, please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's run through this list. I'm gonna go through what I've got. And if you're not in the list and you tried to check in, or if you want to check in, we will do another round once this is all done. So just sit tight, and I'll get to you. We have AI5Q, KA8LYJ, K3MBC, KR4GSJ, K9ROB, and KE2FTG. So we're going to go up to the top of this list, and we're going to talk to AI5Q Jairus. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
AI5Q here. Yeah, I think I have figured out what's going on here in Tulsa or Claremore. I think there's an internet problem at the hosted node 49562. I'll keep listening while other people are talking. I have not heard the trivia. I was busy looking for PEX fittings for a friend and not near a radio. And so I'll just go with double D's in case Rev Kev is out there. I'll vote with him. And if not, we'll yeah, it's all good. Anyway, I think we're having problems with the 49562, so I'm going to email Scott and see if I can get a hold of him and see if he can figure out anything. But I have the repeater connected direct, and it seems to be a lot more solid now. So there you go. AI5Q, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Jairus. I see you're voting in solidarity with Rev Kev. He is out there, so we got you down there for double D's. Actually, I think it was in and out, if I remember right. No, it was double D's. Never mind. All right, thanks, Jairus, and thanks for all you do to help with that. Next, we're going to go down and talk to KA8LYJ, Bob. How you doing, Bob? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KA8LYJ. Good evening, Nick. Good evening, group. It was a nice day. It was a quiet day. Thought about going down to the Mumfest and then just decided I didn't want to mess with that traffic. It's a beautiful festival. It's a great festival, but I don't walk so good these days, and I didn't want to mess with the school bus shuttle, going all the way from the high school up to the festival and then back. And I didn't want to try to find a place to park, so I just sat this one out this year. Came home and just enjoyed the final novel of the Expanse series. Only about a third of the way through it right now, so still got a ways to go on it. I don't know what I'm going to do when that's gone. I guess I'll have to get on and rewatch the TV show. As far as the trivia, I was finally able to catch it on the blue screen, although it still does bounce around, and whoever told me, grab it and drag it thing, it doesn't work on the version that I have. I've got the iPhone app, Companion they call it. I don't even think you can get actual NetLogger for an iPhone app. If you can, I didn't find it. But I'll go with Charlie and Alpha for my trivia. Charlie and Alpha. And I'll give it back to you. This is KA8LYJ.
All right. Well, thank you, Bob. Yeah, sorry about that. It's been a busy blue screen tonight. It's been a pretty busy net. But I'm glad you're able to get in, and we got your answers down there for Charlie and Alpha. Next, we have K3MBC Mark. How you doing, Mark? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, good evening, Nick. Good evening, everyone. Just a couple of things. I was listening to a couple of other nets tonight over Echolink, and their proxy server kept busting out every 2 or 3 minutes. So that may be a combination of what all is going on. And as far as trivia goes, my answers are Charlie and Beta. Charlie and Beta. And that's all I have tonight. Back to you, 73.
All right, thank you, Mark. We got your answers down for Charlie and Bravo. Next, we have KR4GSJ. John, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KR4GSJ. I've been working on the arrangement, the organization of my radios here at the desk, and so I've been in and out and have not listened to the trivia questions, so I do not have an answer, but thank you all for your feedback and your help to a new ham. I got my ticket about 3 weeks ago, so I'm still learning the ropes here from Northwest Alabama. KR4GSJ, back to the net.
All right, sounds good, John. Thanks for checking in there, and enjoy the hobby. 3 weeks in, sounds like you're doing pretty good to me. All right, this is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 290, positive also with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And next station we're going to talk to is K9ROB, Robert. How you doing, Robert? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, everybody out on the net. Well, I missed the trivia question, so I don't know, always mark C, I guess, so you can put me down for CC. And yeah, not much going on over here. I don't have much to contribute. Just wanted to get my name on the log there. I'm hanging out, playing with bar AC, indoor magnetic loop running 10 watts, and I tell you what, get around the world pretty well on it. So that's all I've got going on, nothing much. I'm hanging out listening. Thanks again, K9RB.
All right, thank you, Robert. Push you down for Charlie and Charlie. Honestly, those don't sound like bad guesses for me, so we'll see how it works out. And next, we're going to go down and talk to KF2FTG. Michael, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, everyone. Mike from New York in the Hudson Valley. I just came upon your net, so I missed the trivia question. I'll vote C as well. I don't know what the question was, but I'm happy to be here, and I was able to look up your info on the internet, on your webpage, so I hope to be able to stop back on a Sunday night sometime. Perfectly nice day here in New York, and looking forward to a good week ahead, so I hope everyone else is as well. Back to you, Net Control.
All right, well, thank you for checking in there, Mike. Good to have you. Put your answer down there for Charlie and Charlie. And yeah, the Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a pre-show where you can check in ahead of the net, so we get a bunch of people checked in early, so it kind of helps the net run a little smoother, starting at 9:30. Yeah, come back anytime. It's always a lot of fun. And if you haven't, we do use an app called NetLogger to log all of our contacts, and then they have an almost instant messenger window, and there's a net within a net that runs in that window with a lot of conversation and shenanigans. So, yeah, it's fun. So come back and join us anytime. Happy to have you. Okay, we're back to the bottom of our list here. We can do another round of check-ins. If you have not checked into the Beacon Net, but you would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, looks like we got them all for now. Let's go talk to our net control team before we do another round and see if there's anybody else out there that wants to check in. K8VZA, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the net tonight?
KE8QKO in the group, KE8VZA here, still coming in through the 700 machine. My RFI that I was experiencing has pretty much gone away, but the 3.9 signal as I'm receiving it over here is up and down, so there's still something weird going on out there, but I'll just chalk it up to the usual Sunday night weirdness on steroids. But anyway, at least for me, I always have this trouble. Anyway, busy weekend, got a lot on the to-do list. Wife and I went to dinner last night, and what else did I do? I finally washed my darn car. and my wash mitt is almost black. There was so much dirt on my car. You couldn't see it. Silver is the color, and silver hides a lot of dirt. And man, was this car filthy. But it's clean now. Very clean. It'll probably get another mile per gallon fuel economy now that it's clean. But yeah, there you have it. Placed my order with the Sarah swag and ordered a vest so I could be part of the Vestique bunch. So should be interesting. Anyway, that's about all I have. Just kind of rambling on here. It was a good weekend. Trying not to think about work tomorrow, but you know it'll be here and it'll be fine. Anyway, KE8VZA, back to you, Nick.
All right, well, thank you, Eric. Got your alternate trivia answer done as alpha. Yeah, I didn't order any swag. I don't know if I'm going to. I was tempted to buy another hat because I wore my hat to the last meeting, and then the little nub on the top, I realized my dog had chewed that off. So I was like, should I buy another hat or should I just wait and then see if she gets a hold of the hat again? She's still a puppy. She's only like 7 months old, so who knows? If she destroys another one, I'll be really upset. Maybe I just hold out until the next Sarah Swag event and then replace my hat. We'll see how it goes. Oh, but see, yeah. All right, getting a clean car, it's always good. Yeah, thank you, Eric. Thanks for the trivia and the pre-show and all the work you do. Next, we have KD8 EPC with In and Out, and that's going to take us down to KD8 SLG, Just Nick. How you doing, Nick? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KD8 SLG. Good evening, Nick. All the Beacon netizens. All right, let's do trivia. Charlie and Charlie. Put me down for Charlie and Charlie there, if you would, please. Eric, or is that Charlie and Charlie? What else is going on? Hamfest was a good time today. Really good time. It's good seeing a bunch of people up there. Great to see somebody. Samantha's out there. Hello to you. Apparel sale. I'm still shopping. And, oh yeah, Nick, you can just throw in one of those Yaesu hats they give you for free at DX Engineer when you buy a radio. And give them that to chew on. That's all I got tonight, man. Fine business. We'll talk to you later on. K8QKO, this is KD8SLG. 7-3 all y'all.
All right, Nick. Got your answer down for Charlie Squared. All right, yeah. I don't know. She's all right, but sometimes she gets into things. She's not very destructive. Not too bad. Been pretty happy with that for the most part. But yeah, gets into things. Chews up. She loves to chew up paper. So there's shredded paper that's up through the house all over the place, and I always have to clean it up. So it's better that than like shoes. My other dog chewed up so much stuff when he was a puppy. So much stuff. Anyway. Thanks, Nick. Next two stations we have are In and Out. That's W8HRF and K8YUK, and that takes us down to KF5DAY. Alan, the Rubber Chicken Wrangler. How you doing, Alan? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KI5DAY in the net. Hey, I have red chili. What's that called? Red chili Asian chicken that I got from Costco. So I was trying some samples yesterday at Costco and bought this stuff. It was crazy tasting. I cooked it up tonight. I don't know. It didn't seem like it tasted as good as the one the store did, but maybe they added something to that one. But wow, my regular trivia answer, by the way, I'm going to go with C. I think the 112 megahertz. It sounds like a winner, but that's an interesting question still. I've never heard that before. What else is happening? Man, not much. I'm tired as the dickens. Big old boogok to everybody out there. And, yeah, just dreading tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. I'm ball humbugging hard on Monday for some reason today. I don't know what it is. I feel like I just went through a Christmas holiday and I got to go back to the Big W or something, even though that's not the case yet. But all is good. Guess I'll shoot it back to you. I'll be standing by to read the trivia answer when it's done. AI5DAY, badge name.
right, thank you, Alan. Got your answer there for Charlie. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to going to work tomorrow either. I had a busy weekend. Just had a bunch of stuff going on pretty much all weekend. Didn't get as much done around the house that I want to, but we'll see how that goes. And I got a busy few weeks coming up ahead of me. A busy month to 2 months coming up ahead of me. So see how that works out. But yeah, good times. All right, this is KEAQKO on the WWKY repeater. 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Oh, Eric, my trivia answers are going to be Charlie and Bravo. I didn't tell you that. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to do another round of check-ins and see if anybody else wants to check in. If you'd like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, nothing heard there. Let's get our trivia answers. K8BZA, would you read the answer to the primary question, sir?
KE8QKO in the net, KE8BZA here with the main trivia answer. So the question, 2.5 meters was once an amateur band, and which one of the frequencies that were listed below falls within that band? So the correct answer, many people answered this way, was Charlie, 112 megahertz. So let me take a break for time, and I'll read you the backstory about the 2.5 meter band. KE8BZA returning with the rest of the story. In 1938, the FCC granted amateurs the use of the 2.5 meter band at 112 megahertz, and also the 1.25 meter band at 220 megahertz, which we all know and love. Then in 1945, a major battle developed over post-war frequency allocation. The ARRL, Major Armstrong with FM Broadcasting, and Brigadier General David Samoff of NBC fought over the low end of the VHF spectrum between 44 and 108 megahertz. At one point, the FCC submitted 3 alternatives. One was to give a 7-meter band, one was to keep the existing 5-meter band, which we no longer have, and 3 was a 6-meter band in the same range which we have now, 50 to 54. And the alternative, let's see, this is, I messed up the wording here. But anyway, the win was the 6-meter band, and to keep it, and to move the 2.5 meter band up to what we know as the 2-meter band, 144, 148 megahertz. So there you have it. The 2.5 meter band used to be from 38 to 45, 1938, 1945. Now it's gone. 112 megahertz. KE8BZA back to net control.
All right, well, thank you, Eric. It seems like it worked out pretty well for us in the end. Thanks for the fine trivia question. Did I identify? This is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 290, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Make sure I do that. Kind of losing track of time. Been all over the place tonight. And next we're going to talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate answer read for us. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY in the net, yes. I actually got the first one right. I'm pretty happy. I'll see if I got mine right after I read the answer. The company Volkswagen in 1 year has sold more of which one of these items more than they have sold cars? Well, the choices were their own line of scooters in Europe, their own brand of sausages, their own line of Volkswagen-designed jet skis and watercraft, or their own brand of corn wagon bean ice cream trucks. Well, as far as jet skis and watercraft and scooters, as far as that goes, Volkswagen doesn't sell them or directly manufacture them. However, they do offer mobility scooters for senior citizens. They don't have ice cream trucks that are corn wagon bean trucks. However, Volkswagen, in 2024, they took a count, and they said that they sold 8.5 million currywurst sausages, outperforming its car sales, which totaled 5.2 million. The unexpected sales record highlights the popularity of the in-house brand from Volkswagen of their own currywurst sausages, which have been a staple since 1973. These sausages are produced in-house and sold at companies, canteens, supermarket, and even exported, making them a significant part of Volkswagen's brand identity and a favorite among employee and vending machines in other areas. So there you go. It's insane. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right. Well, thank you, Alan. You got that one right as well. And you know, I've heard of that scooter before. I think Volkswagen said it gets like 500 miles to a charge, which is really, really impressive. And their diesel engines run so clean, they can actually smoke the sausages all right off the exhaust of their diesel engines. And since it comes from Volkswagen, I don't think we'd ever have any reason not to believe anything that they tell us as far as range, fuel efficiency, or anything of the sort would go. Anyway, thank you, Alan. Appreciate that. And we're back at the bottom of our list. So here's what we're going to do. We got our trivia answers all read for us. We talked to everybody on the net. We're going to do one more round, and one more round only of check-ins or rechecks. So if you'd like to check into the BeaconNet or recheck to the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, sounds like the end of the net to me. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KE8VZA, KI5DAY, KD8SLG, W8HRF, K8YUK, KD8EPC, and Larry the Rubber Chicken, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the W8WKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is K8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time, 73 all.
KSF to a recheck. I'm coming through the 7er machine in Elyria. So I'm at 57 and get go. KSF QV. Heading home.
This is K8LYJ. Drive safe.
Too late, Mark.
KF5ADE. KF5AD, KG5SYC. You still on, Sandy?
KF5ADE, this is KG5SYC. Go ahead.
Well, I'm very tired. I'm going to let you know, either give you a call or something else, but I think I'll just go ahead and let you know here now. I'm going to go ahead and pull a plug on this thing and get to bed, and I'll give you a call in the morning then, okay? Over.
Alrighty. Well, have a good sleep, and we'll just catch you in the morning. Don't call too early. You know, I don't wake up until 8:30. I don't know if Bagheera might have different plans, but maybe I can con him and staying in bed a little longer. I don't know. But nonetheless, we'll talk to you sometime tomorrow. And we'll talk then. This is KG5SYC. We're clear?
Real quick, though, how was the wedding? Did that all go fairly well for Nick and his new bride? Over?
KG5SYC, I didn't go. I stayed back, and probably good I did. Jill needed a few things, and Ben needed some help too, so I was able to help. So I helped the two of them out there. So, but I can explain that a little bit more tomorrow.
Roger that, no problem. We'll talk about that later then. All right, 7-3, babe. I love you. Yeah, have a good evening, good night, and we'll talk to you in the morning at some point in time. KF5 AD73, we're clear.
And KG5SYC, we'll be monitoring for a minute or two, or a second or two, or 30 minutes or two, whatever. This is KG5SYC. We're clear.
W8WKY.